What's going on, guys? Flying DBZ here, and we're back for another Pokemon Masters video, and we're going to be going over the top 3 best typings in the game. I would go a top 5, but the video would just be way too long, so I'm going to go with the top 3, and this is going to be completely non-biased, because we're going to go in the decks and look at the sync pairs, because there's a decent amount of sync pairs that I don't have. But I want to go through all of them, because, of course, if I only go through the sync pairs that I have, then it'll be like an awful list. So I'd rather do it like this, because I know what all the sync pairs do. So it would be a better list doing it this way instead of using what I have. And that would be the more logical way to go into this video. But we're going to start with number 3. And number 3, I'm going to have to go with Water type. Because with Signature Blue coming into Pokemon Masters now with Blastoise, he just buffed the Water type team big time. Because now we have a really good support type for the team. And like with Blue in the game now, he is the best support Water type in the game. Easily, like even better than Starmie. Of course, Starmie still has her uses, of course. But like overall, like if you have Signature Blue, then you're gonna be running them on the team for sure. But let's look at the water type category. So we have Fraligator with Chris, we have Samurott, Signature Blue, Sharpedo, Octillery 2019 edition, Holiday, and then we got Milotic and Palkia. We also have Clawitzer, Empoleon and Starmie or Staryu. And then we also have this surfer guy, Maryland. Not that great of a sync pair, I feel, but I mean they're not bad. But the list for the water typing, they're good. Like you have a lot of options, and like you can't go wrong with water type. If you have all the water types in the game, then you're set. Like you could run that team and you could have no problem in any event basically. Of course, like the Legendary Arena, you get you might struggle in that depending if you have the type advantage in I mean, who knows? Maybe you might not struggle, but right now with the roster for the water type category, they're very good. And with Blue coming into the game, he definitely buffs the water type big time. And like they probably weren't number 3. But I mean, this is my list, right? Like, I feel they're number 3. But as it is right now, they're very good. Even without Signature Blue, they were definitely pretty high on the list, regardless. But for strikers, like Fraligator is really good, especially with his grid expansion now. And then you have Sharpedo. With this Sink or Swim, it's like a gamble, and that's what this unit is for, or is like it's a gamble. Like if you want to go for the Sink or Swim, then you could just heal up anyways, right? So you don't have to worry about that. But still, like Sharpedo is a good striker, and then Empoleon, a very good striker, and then Palkia. Yeah, Palkia. Like you have Critical Strike 9. And then on the luckier skill, you could also add in Critical Strike 3. So you're just going to be hitting so hard when you get a critical hit. And then you have Hydro Pump, which Empoleon is missing. Empoleon is missing Hydro Pump. He needs that. But like having a base power of 125 with Critical Strike 9 on his passive alone, Palkia is just so good, honestly. He's going to be hitting so hard, especially when you support him big time. He's just going to be so good. Like, the water type category, like I said, is just very good. Especially with Signature Blue in the game now. Just buffs the water type big time. So, that's number 3. I feel they're number 3. If you disagree, of course, there's good people that disagree. This is my list, opinions, but number 3 is the water type category. And so for number 2, a lot of you guys are probably going to disagree with this because like there's a lot of you fans about this one sync pair, and number 2 is fire type. And a lot of you Charizard fans and Red fans, you're probably like, oh my god, Red and Charizard, they're the best, they should be number 1. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, I'm just trying to be funny. But like yeah, Red and Charizard are very strong, and they're probably like one of the best sync pairs in the game. if not number one. Like especially with the 6-star upgrade now, like they're just crazy busted. Having AoE on their sync move, like they're just so good. But they are heavily lacking in support. Tech type, they're fine. Tech type, they're fine because you got Serena and Delphox, so they're not bad there. Like Serena and Delphox, they're good for now, but of course in the future I would like to see more tech types. But for strikers, we just have an overwhelming bunch of strikers for the fire type team for no reason. Like they're like, okay, for the fire type team, let's give them like 50 striker sync pairs and like 2 support types and then 1 tech type. I mean 2 tech types if you want to count Torkoal too, but like come on. Like you have Charizard, Emboar, Typhlosion, which is actually amazing now with his grid expansion. You have Ho-Oh, Infernape, and then that's about it, unless you want to count the Egg Charizard as well, if you get them a striker. But like for support, you have Arcanine and Torchic, and they're not that great. They're not that great, I have to say. They're not that great. I really hate Torchic though, if I'm gonna be honest. Like I really hate the Torchic, because you can't Mega Evolve them. So I mean, you can't evolve them, which is like, what the hell? I don't like that. Like I mean, they're not bad, of course, because you can raise attack and special attack with critical hit, so it's not bad. And then you can get more faster as well by using Flame Charge and increase the speed, so then you're able to get your move gauge faster too. So like I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad, but you can't evolve them, and the stats are just mediocre. Like they're not that great. So like having a support Torchic on the team, I wouldn't recommend it. Like I'd rather run Arcanine because at least he'll be able to tank a little bit more. Like, and you have Flame Wheel there too, so like you could just get crazy fast with Arcanine. Like you could use X speed all, increase everyone's speed, so then you're just gonna get your move gauge fast. And then you could increase your speed 2 more times by using 2 Flame Wheels, so then you're gonna be at +6 speed with Arcanine. And then you could remove status conditions, which is very good too. But you can only use it once, and he doesn't have a grid, so you can't even get an MP refresh on that. So with fire types, I have them at number 2 just because they don't have good support types on the team. And you can't heal on the team either. So, like, it's just not that great. They're number 2 just because of, like, the offensive capabilities that they have. Like, it's just crazy. Because the amount of strikers that are really good on the fire type team, it's just crazy. Like, you have Red and Charizard, you have Emboar, you also have Typhlosion now, like I said, with his great expansion, amazing. So, and then you have Infernape too. So, like, the options for strikers on the fire type team, you can't go wrong with either or. They're all very good. But like I said, they're number 2 because they are lacking in the support. So, like, if you go into a battle and you plan on running a full fire type team because of the type skill that you'll get the buff from, the supports aren't that great, and you just won't really last that long in battle, because if you need to heal up, you're sort of shit out of luck. You're not going to be able to heal up. So like that's the only thing. But like with pure offensiveness, they're just going to be crazy. So they're number 2 for me. Like you could even argue and put them number 3 and then water type number 2. But if you were to tell me water type is stronger than fire, I wouldn't disagree either. So, because what makes the fire type category so strong is basically the strikers. Like if you name any fire type in the game, like striker, like you say Emboar and Hilda. Anybody would not disagree that they're a horrible sync pair. Like they're very good. They're a good sync nuke, and like they just do a good amount of damage too. Like you can't go wrong. But like I said, they're number 2 because the support is just lackluster. There's no one good there. But like I said, if you want to put them at number 3, you can. I wouldn't disagree with that either. But just having Charizard in there just makes the fire type team so much stronger. So for number 1, you probably already guessed it. It is the grass type. If you look at the grass type roster, they're insane. They have everything that you could want on a team. Like you have Lyra with Meganium, You have Venusaur with Sigma Suit Leaf. You have Trico with Brendan, or Sceptile and Brendan. And in the future, they could possibly get a Mega Evolution with a grid expansion, which would make them crazy as well. And then you have 6-star Rosa and Superior. You have Dawn and Torterra. You also have yeah, there's no one else that's good. Like, I wouldn't say Weeping Bell is great, or Victory Bell. They're not good at all. So like the top of the category for the grass type, like they're amazing, because Venusaur is a tech type, and you could, like, he's a hybrid of a striker and a tech type, I feel, because he's just able to do so much damage regardless. And then Meganium is a very good support type. Same with Superior and Rosa. Like if you were to go in with this team, Lyra, Superior, and Venusaur, you're gonna be fine. The healing capabilities on that team is gonna be very nice. And then of course, like, they all benefit from Sunny Day. So like when you have Lyra at 3 out of 5 in the sync grid, all of the grass types are basically gonna be super strong. That have Grizz with Sunny Day in there as well. So like, grass type has everything. You have a good striker. You have amazing supports, and you have an amazing tech type. So you can't go wrong with the grass type. Like, if you were to say grass type is not in the top 5, I'm gonna heavily disagree. So grass type is definitely up there. But like I said, if you want to, like, say grass is number 2 and then fire is number 1, I could understand that as well. But like, you can't just flat out say grass is the worst, like one of the worst typings in the game. No, they're definitely not, because like I'm looking at this in the future as well. Like, the list right now is based on right now, but in the future you could definitely tell that Sceptile and Brendan, they're going to be amazing, because they're probably going to be able to Mega Evolve in the future, or we could get a different version of them that could Mega Evolve. But if we don't, we could see this version get a Mega Evolution with a Sync Grid expansion, and they'll be so much better. And then we have like Torterra, that is sort of like a hybrid as well, because he could still do decent damage as like, if you were to go in with Seed Bomb, like, he's very good. And then he has full heal. He lowers the physical attack on the enemies, which allows you to tank better because he has a physical defensive wall. So like, the grass type is just so good. And Venusaur having AoE poison basically with the Razor Leaf, amazing. And Venusaur has Mega Healing, which could heal all the sync pairs on the team when you take action, after you use that. And then you have Potion Master on Venusaur too. Like, it's just so good. And then Chikorita or Meganium, you have Light Screen, so your special defense is just going to be crazy with Superior when you have them on the team with them. Amazing. And then you have Sunny Side Up, raises the attack and special attack and speed of all ally sync pairs, sharply raises them if the weather is sunny. So of course, like I said, get a benefit from Sunny Day. And then you have critical hit all or dire hit all. So like the team is very, very good. And then the more the user's stats has been raised, the greater the power of this move. So like, it's not bad, but like grass type is amazing, and I have them in number 1. But if you disagree, let me know in the comments below what your top 3 are. I could have done a top 5, but like I said, the list would just be way too long, or the video would be way too long. But my number 3, water type as number 3. Number 2 is fire, and grass is number 1. And grass is just so much fun to use too. Like, honestly, they're amazing. And the fact that grass type has 2 6-star EX that could be on the team, it makes it so much more valuable too, because Venusaur is a tech type. So there you go. You got a tech type sync pair that's filled up in the team, and then you have a support 6-star that's filled up over there too. So then having 2 6-star EXs on the team in battle just make the team so much stronger too. So then you can literally just run in with Sceptile and Brendan, and you'll be fine. Like the grass type is just really, really good. But let me know in the comments below what your top 3 are and why. And if you disagree with this, definitely let me know your list, because this will be an interesting discussion if you guys disagree. But I'm not saying my list is like facts. I'm just like, it's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. I want to see what your top 3 are. And that'll be it for the video, and I'll see you guys later.